Work out your own salvation with fear.
Hey guys, it's Casey. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome to day 19 of 25 days of planner tips. This is a collaboration with Tamra from Thepaperandpengirl. I just want to say, if you haven't already, go watch Kel's video from the planner aisle, which was yesterday. And tomorrow we have Jess at Love to Plan with Jess. And there are going to be 26 videos in this collaboration. They start with Tamra, the Paper and Pen Girl. Be sure to come back on December 26th to Tamra's channel to watch the wrap-up and possibly a giveaway on December 26th. So my tip for this collaboration is to have a solid, bulletproof planner routine, regardless of what kind of planner, which planner, how many planners you purchased, because if you're like me, you purchased 15 too many or so. But you need to kind of map out what your planners are, what your intentions for those planners are for 2026, and then map out a planner routine. So we're going to go through the planner routine. I just want to kind of show you just some almost like brain dumping planner mapping that I have done already for 2026. And in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to tweak this around a little bit, and it may change some, as we go into the year. But the best way to make your planner work for you and get the most out of your planner is to have a planner routine, because if you don't have a routine to use the planner, you're not going to get the most out of it. So here I have listed what my 2026 lineup kind of looks like, and I've actually added a couple of planners to this, a surprise. So I need to redo this, but you can see that I just wrote my weekly catch-all. So my all weekly catch-all is Happy Planner Dashboard Layout. I purchased the Passionate Penny Pinchers Home Planner. That is going to be for home strictly, for like meal planning, cleaning, daily cleaning, routines, zone cleaning, meal planning, if I didn't say meal planning, all of those things. My daily catch-all, I have a goals planner, a finance planner, a personal journal, a write the word journal, a family journal, and a brain dump journal. So kind of map out which planners you bought and the intention that you have in your mind for those particular planners. Now, if you have all of these planners, you need to actually put your hands on them daily, probably, unless it's a weekly or monthly type planner. Over here, you can see that I mapped out a planner routine. So I broke my planner routine into yearly routine, a quarterly routine, monthly, weekly, and daily. So map it out, and I want to just kind of read off here what I have mapped out. If you have any suggestions or things that I may have forgotten, please help me out in the comments below. Let me know what your planner routine looks like. Also, let me know in the comments below if you've ever used a planner routine or if this is brand new to you. Please excuse my voice. I have been gone out of the country. We actually went on a cruise, and the last day of the cruise, I ended up getting the crud. And come to find out, myself and several people on the ship have the flu. So I told Tamara back, I think in October, that I would do this video. So we're doing it all stuffy. So please forgive me for that. Let's get into my planner routine. So right now, this is what I have. Yearly, I am going to write down, of course, birthdays, anniversaries, when taxes are due. These are some main, or this is a main project that I want to get done. Every year we have some vents up in our roof, subscriptions. So I need to make sure that I write down my yearly subscription. I do want to write out my goals. I want to write them out at each interval of my planner routine. But the more you write your goals, the more that you visit them, the more they are likely to become habits and systems and reality. Write the 3 things to make your year intentional. And then quarterly, I want to quarterly schedule things that I want to get done. So date nights, family dinners, vacations. Again, we're going to write out our goals, and we're going to write 3 things to make our quarter intentional. Monthly, I want to, of course, here we go, write out goals and write out 3 things to make this month intentional. I want to check my meal plan rotation schedule and make any changes. Plan out content, stickers, themes, and topics. Schedule a declutter day, a date night, a family dinner, and a monthly solo outing. So those things that I scheduled here in quarterly, I want to double check and make sure they're still going to work in our schedule. And then I need to make sure at the end of the month we have a zero-based budget this year, or for 2026, I want to take out or withdraw or transfer any of the leftover funds into different sinking funds. Weekly, again, here we are, write out goals. 3 things to make this week intentional. In case you haven't noticed, my 2026 word of the year is intentional. That's one of the words that I'm kind of flip-flopping through. But I want my years, my days, my weeks, my months to all be very intentional. Weekly, I need to map out my to-dos into 3 categories: must, should, and could. I want to write my weekly menu plan from the monthly meal plan rotation schedule. I need to check my budget, update anything, write down expenses, and so forth. Schedule a batch filming day, an editing day, and an email comment day. And then I need to schedule 1 weekly disconnect day. Like I said, this is ideal. These are just ideas, but this is kind of how I've mapped out what my planner routine needs to be. Daily, of course, I'm going to write my goals out again. I'm going to write 3 things that would make today intentional. And then I want to use time blocks. I do have an hourly planner that I purchased from Cultivate What Matters. It's a daily planner. I'm not going to use the hours, like specific schedule in an hourly manner. I want to use those hour sections as time blocks, like the first hour of my day, second hour, third hour, and so forth. Daily, I need to be doing expense and spending trackers. I need to schedule today's cleaning tasks in one of my time blocks. My cleaning task would come from my home planner. Schedule break blocks. I need to make sure that I'm scheduling breaks for myself. I would like to ideally take a shower before bed as well as in the morning. And then I put myself a note here that says switch task locations for a change of scenery in my time blocks. So when I'm time blocking my day, I don't want to sit in my office for 6, 7, 8 hours straight. I want to, work in here for a couple hours and then maybe go do the dishes and then come work for a little bit more and then maybe go play with the dogs. I want to give myself some breaks throughout the day so that I don't get burned out. And then you can see also here, I've made some notes on systems that I would like to implement, and one of them is my planner system, which includes the what 3 things would make this day intentional. And I put it's either day, week, month, quarter, or year. I want to list out all my goals in past tense. Weekly, I want to map out my to-dos into 3 categories: must do, which directly impact my goals; should do, which are important but okay to reschedule; and could do, which are nice to get done but won't derail the big picture. Daily, I want, like I said, to do my time blocks with 15 to 30-minute buffers between my blocks. I need a deep work block, which is 90 minutes for deep concentration tasks. Communication blocks, which would be, like I said, for my emails and my comments, responding to comments and things. And then an admin block, 30 minutes for smaller tasks. And I want to set a timer. And then you see I have different systems listed. But any way that you can map out, number 1, what planners you're using, what purpose they will serve, how you plan on making them work for you. And then the biggest tip, or my tip, is having the planner routine for each planner that you've chosen. What is the routine? How are you going to be sure that you are putting your hands on, looking at, and writing in that planner on a yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily basis? So I hope that this video is going to help some of you guys. I know that not having a planner routine has been one of the biggest issues for me, because I tend to get FOMO and buy all the planners and all the things, and then come January 15th or so, I'm just like overwhelmed, and I'm like, why did I buy all these planners? I don't even know how to use them. What am I going to use them for? So for 2025, I had a planner routine, and 2026, I think I have a more solid planner routine with a more intentional plan on how to make the planner work best for me and how I can get the most out of the planner. So be sure to head over to Jess's channel, Love to Plan with Jess, tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern Time to catch her 25 Days of Planner Tips video. I will have all of the channels and the corresponding dates for their videos listed down in the description box below. And then don't forget to head over back to Tamara's channel on the 26th for quite possibly, sometimes she surprises us and does a giveaway, but she will be doing a kind of wrap-up video on all of the 25 days of planners. So thank y'all so much for joining me here. If you're new here and you want to see more content from me, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Love y'all. Bye, guys.
I will love